The eyes are the window to whether you're a friggin' sociopath.
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
Rhett, honestly, are you a sociopath?
I don't know.
Well, I'm glad you're honest, but
That's what this is about, right?
We're gonna find out the answer today because I am gonna walk you through a regimen, an experiment to determine if you're a sociopath by only looking at people's eyes, and you can play along. It's time for Let's Do the Math and See If You're a Sociopath. Don't panic, there is no actual math involved. Okay, Rhett, Professor Simon Baron Cohen at the University of Cambridge, who by the way happens to be Sacha Baron Cohen's cousin.
You're making that up.
No, I am not. He legitimately is. He created a test known as reading the mind in the eyes. Okay. And it determines how well you can recognize the emotion or the motivation of other people just by looking at this part of their face. And the New York Times turned it into an online quiz because, no one can resist an online quiz.
Right, that's how you get those ad dollars.
So take a look at this guy's face. I'll just walk you through a couple. So just by looking at his eyes, well, I guess and eyebrows and wrinkles around his eyes, is he terrified, arrogant, annoyed, or upset? Don't overthink it, just,
Upset, he looks upset, he feels upset.
And you are right, so.
I'm not a sociopath.
Well,
Case closed.
Not so quick.
Not so quick, man.
Not so quick, man. Here's another one. Take a look at this lady's eyes, eyebrows and eyelashes. Is she decisive, amused, aghast, or bored?
Well, her eyebrows are on fleek, first of all.
They are, man.
She's either decisive or bored. I'm gonna go with decisive because she seems like, I know who I am. I know how much time I spend on these eyebrows.
Now, how close are you to almost choosing bored?
It's like a 70-30.
Okay, so you're a 30% sociopath. Case closed.
Right.
No, you're right. It is decisive.
Hey, see? I'm emotionally intelligent, man.
And that is what this thing actually tests is emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Which is how well you can recognize and manage your own emotions and the emotions of others. But some psychologists, according to certain research, say that very low emotional intelligence is an indicator of being a sociopath.
Oh.
Now, I will say that, other research and psychologists, they don't say there's as much of a correlation between emotional intelligence and sociopathy.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Sociopathy.
But because I took the New York Times test and I did well, I tend to agree that I'm not a sociopath and that the test is legit. The only problem is that the test is kind of boring. 36 questions. I mean, those are two of the questions right there, straight off the test.
Boring.
So I've taken the liberty, along with the help of the mythical crew, to create a funner test to still holistically determine, without doubt, whether you're a sociopath or not. Are you ready?
I guess. Round one.
All right, take a look at this first one, Rhett.
That's Mike.
Well, is he...
Is that the question?
No, is he confused, terrified, crabby, or scandalous?
Well, his left eye is bigger than his right eye. I don't think I've ever looked Mike into the eyes,
Well, I don't think that's a permanent fixation of his eyeballs. I think that's part of the expression.
I have the same issue, Mike, don't worry.
That hair on the left side of his face is kind of scandalous. What do you say? He's got scandalous side bang.
I think, I feel like it's crabby. I feel like he's crabby. I feel like he's like, quit messing with me. Get out of my space.
Unlike
with a lisp like that.
The New York Times test, we do have the liberty of seeing a wider shot, so let's show him the answer. You are correct.
Yeah, because I'm not a sociopath, man.
I'm not gonna act disappointed. It's not like I want to work with a sociopath.
I didn't expect a crab suit, but I mean...
You kind of lose one eye being bigger than the other when you see the crab suit.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. That's why I'm so tall, so I could be away from people's faces when they're looking at me. They can't see the asymmetry in my face.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm tall.
Let's show you another one here. Bam, here's...
Hey, Alex.
That's good. You're recognizing your own employees. That's a good thing. Is he fantasizing? Is he flirtatious? Is he frightened? Or is he feeble-minded? Based on the picture, not just your opinion of him.
Well, first of all, I mean, kudos for eye symmetry. Again, I never looked him in the eyes either, but he definitely looks like he's dreaming about something. He's like, I'm thinking about what I could be doing instead of working at this place. He's fantasizing.
Let's take a look.
Yeah,
but you didn't say he was fantasizing about
so
Krabby
emotionally
Mike.
intelligent.
I'm so. Yeah, man.
What?
All right, you're doing really good so far.
Yeah, I am.
But you still might be a sociopath.
Okay. Round 2.
Now we're upping the complexity. We've got 2 adjectives per. Take a look. There's Kevin.
That's Kevin.
Is he creepy and touchy? You see how this is more difficult.
Oh, gosh.
Is he psychedelic and tight-fisted? Or is he constipated but well-respected? Which is a great combo. You know, if I'm gonna be constipated, I also wanna be well-respected.
Creepy and touchy, huh?
Creepy and touchy. Those could really go well together. It's like chocolate and vanilla, or peanut butter
I don't
and
think
chocolate.
of Kevin as a touchy guy. He's never touched me.
Well, you weren't there for the photo shoot.
He doesn't really seem constipated. It doesn't seem.
That left eye's really relaxed.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He feels like he's super relaxed in the face, but maybe he's got tight fists that I just can't see. So I'm gonna go with B, psychedelic and tight-fisted.
Let's take a look. Look at you, man.
Hey!
You're doing it.
I'm so morally on point.
You're so emotionally in touch with psychedelic and tight-fisted Kevin.
Look at that.
And that's not a wig either. He's been growing out those locks.
And then he cut it, and I never noticed.
Let's keep going. Oh, Eddie. Look at him.
Oh, gosh.
Man, Eddie needs a break. Is he overheated and over it? Is he lethargic and paternal? Which is, I can relate to that. Have kids. Or is he gassy and claustrophobic?
Yeah, that would be a problem. Gassy and claustrophobic, huh?
Tap into that emotional intelligence that you've been bragging about.
I'm looking at the. He doesn't seem like he's in a lot of stress.
Unless he's in a lot of stress.
He doesn't seem like he's in a lot of stress. He seems like he does seem bored. But it doesn't seem like he's tired, which would be lethargic. It seems like he is responding to something and he actually has an opinion about it. And he's like, I'm so over it. I'm gonna go with A, overheated and over it.
Let's take a look. No! He is lethargic and paternal.
Wow, he looks...
Baby Chase is
this an ad for some sort of cologne?
You see cologne somewhere?
I'm just thinking that I'm imagining what they smell like, which is what most cologne ads are supposed to evoke.
Sure, we can add some cologne to that.
This man and his arms smell great, and you could smell just like them.
Baby Chase is very needy, but he smells good.
Is that a diaper?
I believe it is a man diaper.
It is a diaper.
Yes.
Okay, all right, maybe I'm a little sociopathic. Round 3.
All right, now we're upping the ante. We're making the choices even more challenging. Okay? Check it out.
That's Ellie.
All right, here are your options. A, Ellie thought she wanted a pickle, but as soon as she went to open the jar, she was overwhelmed by her sense of mortality and dropped the pickle jar on the ground because nothing matters and we all die. Or B, Ellie is distraught by a body-wide eczema breakout, and as she begins to lotion herself whilst whistling, she remembers she also suffers from chronic whistling fatigue, and the only antidote is Mountain Dew Code Red, which Man Baby Chase just drank the last of.
Oh, wow.
Man Baby Chase.
You can tell a lot from a person's eyes, but I don't know if you can tell this much.
That is a lot to tell.
Unless you're not a sociopath.
Right. You have a 50-50 chance of not being sociopathic. Because that's how this works now.
I don't think the Mountain Dew Code Red is an antidote to anything.
But it could be a sponsor.
Yeah, that's right.
A very clever integration.
I mean, it definitely is a good time. It's always a good time when it's Code Red.
Oh, good time. Code Red is code for what?
Yeah. Are they sponsoring this episode?
Yes.
Oh, really?
No.
Code Red, always bringing Ellie a good time.
So Ellie gets paid for that one.
I don't think they are a sponsor, so I'm going with A, because I think I've seen Ellie with a pickle before.
So she's having an existential crisis while opening a pickle jar. Let's see.
Yeah, that's a pickle jar.
She's trying to open it.
I'm not a sociopath.
Look at her thinking. Look.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dawning on her.
Wow. Wow. What did that drop on a mattress or something?
Her foot.
She seems so calm.
She had a steel foot, and that's why it shattered. Like
She looks like a sociopath. Is that what's up for grabs
you
here?
you could still be one. Here's another one.
That's Lizzie.
Here's your choices. A, Lizzie is trying to recreate the Beatles' Abbey Road album cover all by herself while the real-life ghost of John Lennon is watching her and laughing mysteriously for some reason. Also, Lizzie is wearing 15 jackets because she's always cold. Or B, Lizzie is getting increasingly frustrated by her inability to tell the difference between a rutabaga and a turnip while Eddie and Micah are dragging Kevin's psychedelic and tight-fisted body. Also, Lizzie is wearing 15 jackets because she's always cold.
Ah, well, Lizzie is always cold. Never
That's a
seen her
safe
wear
bet.
15 jackets, but it doesn't matter because she's wearing them in both of my choices.
That is an astute observation, unless there's a third option that you can choose that's neither one of these. That's not an option.
The thing about Lizzie, and I can see it in her eyes right now, is that she knows the difference between a rutabaga and a turnip. She might be the only person in this office who knows the difference.
And you now know that from her eyes.
Just from her eyes. I'm going with A. This is a Beatles album remake.
Rewind! All right, check it out. I'm sorry, Rhett.
She doesn't know the difference.
Look at her looking at that rutabaga. And a turnip. There goes tight-fisted.
There he is. He's so tight-fisted.
Rigor mortis is totally set in with that dude.
Wow. How do you remain so tight-fisted, Kevin?
Well, he's psychedelic. Man.
Oh, yeah, right.
He was also dead in that scene. So don't acknowledge that he's alive over there on that
I'm doubting
camera.
myself now.
Well, you should be, because it's over, and you didn't get them all right.
Yeah.
Which I'm now determining means you're a sociopath.
Well, at least the jury is out a little bit.
No, it's not. You even got a certificate, which I'm going to sign. This award is presented to Brett McLaughlin. You maybe could be a sociopath, but we don't really know, okay? Great job. Good times.
Oh, yeah, those are the kind that I like.
Sign that, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
You know what time it is.
Hey, I'm Mikey. I'm on a merry-go-round in Kissimmee, Florida. And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
You know what my eyes are saying to you right now? They're saying that your lips need to be hydrated. And if they need to be hydrated, you should do that with Link's peculiarly perfect peanut butter peppermint lip balm, available at Brentley.com/store.
It'll surprise you.
On Amazon.
Click through to Good Mythical More. We're going to play Googly Eyes. It's a drawing game.
Oh, what are the coinkadinkies?
With some mail.
You said googly eyes, and I don't want you to Google this.
Freaking awesome.
Animals with human teeth. Don't Google that. Whatever you do. It's for your own good. Oh, he did it.
That one seems safe, but...
He Googled it.